Well, I'm back, and all I have to say is, ha! I told y'all, I was right in every way. CHAZ is alive, and, weirdly enough, it's really close to my AU on how CHAZ survived. Like, side-eye similar. Like, I know I'm not the only one who had a CHAZ survived AU, but the grill, or fake teeth, was mine, and like 2 other people who weren't super in your face with the idea for that long, which, like, I know this has nothing to do with the short, we'll get to that later, and I know it makes me sound crazy or paranoid, but I swear to you, Spindlehorse takes things that fans have made or came up with and somehow end up mixing it around and putting it in their show. Like, there's been a few times I've seen a few scenes or a moment that reminds me of what a fan made or did, including myself, but it's so vague, border territory, that I can't exactly prove anything, obviously, but I low-key cannot be the only one who thinks this or sees it, because it's not even a I'd have 2 nickels funny anymore. It really feels like they're taking like the most popular fan ideas or the most vague fan ideas and putting their own spin to it, which, like, okay, cool, I guess, since hands down the fans make way better stuff than the actual show, but this let me copy your homework but make it different thing is getting to be a lot when I can really pinpoint to what they're doing. But anyway, that's my crackpot tinfoil hat on that, since I will just continue to talk in circles about this, and anything I mention will make it seem like I'm crazy or that I'm seeing things that aren't there, but Anyway, the short. So, I bet y'all who said CHAZ is dead to me feel really silly for hating on my weird crush on the shark man, don't ya? And again, don't get me wrong, while the shorts are only 50% canon, I do have some insight that this is probably canon, as I've met Eric, the voice actor for CHAZ, a lot, and at Level Up he did tell me that CHAZ would come back, but not in a big way, which to me at the time meant we'd get a Millie and CHAZ dating flashback short, which low-key I still kind of want, but this is fun too. And speaking of fun, this was actually a pretty fun short. The last few shorts have just been not that great. Well, shorts 1, 3, and 4 were pretty good, and I will be completely honest, I didn't even realize there was an episode 9. Like, who came up with the idea that IMP should go kill Bigfoot? That's too wacky. And while it was nice to hear Luna's voice in short 5, it did drag on like crazy and wasn't really that funny. But anyway, this short was a really fun one, even with nothing really happening, because the silent jokes on who was all at the funeral was just pure comedy. Like, the silence spoke volumes. But to be honest, I was kind of under the impression that CHAZ was not that great at sex by Blitz's disappointment, but I guess not if Beelzebub and the Osmodeus were there, and like legit sad. I just love how down they were to hold Zach and possibly get it on with him again. And the Glam Sisters was a fun surprise, and I actually genuinely laughed at the "we're sexy twins" jokes, and the twins nodded. And it's also nice to see their fame has kicked in, though I had kind of hoped they would get new looks due to that. Also, Fizz being there as emotional support was fun, though I'm curious why he still wears his jester fit if he's no longer employed by Maman. Like, is he still a performer, just not a contracted one? Also, Verosica being there wasn't too surprising. She seems to be everywhere, regardless if she needs to or not, but I don't really think she slept with CHAZ. I think it was just the male imps whose names I've forgotten. Also, Andrelphus being there threw me way off. I'm kind of surprised Stolas wasn't there, because there's actually a comic I like where CHAZ is trying to get back with Moxie, or I think just asking for help in general, and they're all basically like, no, and like the gag is that he asks to sleep with the bird guy, and like this is an AU where Stolas was already working with Blitz, but Stolas is like, haha, no, I would never, but ends up doing it only for it to suck. And then asks Moxie how can he be so gifted below and suck at satisfying so much, till Moxie says, well, it was only good when he was the one in control and on top, and Stolas goes back and tries it again, and let's just say he had a nice time. Sorry, went off the rails with that one. And that's kind of why I wish that Stolas was there. But I do get that right now that's probably not a good idea for him to be out and about. So Andrelphus replacing him seems fine. Also, Amberlynn and the Halloween guy and Wally being there, though it looks like Amberlynn wasn't quick enough. But it's still hilarious to see those two sitting and crying and genuinely being sad that CHAZ has now passed. I am having a good time with this, can you tell? I think my biggest surprise, though, was seeing Barbie there. Like, huh? Another set of sexy twins think alike, I guess. Though she's on her phone, so she probably is just there for moral support, or just like Blitz and didn't have a good time. Anyway though, the joke specifically of who was all there was really funny, and Chaz, or should I say Zach, which is really funny to me since the subtitles have it literally spelled Chaz backwards. It's so silly but so fun at the same time. And man, has it been so long since I've heard his voice. I'm so used to Eric, who does kind of sound like Chaz, like out and about, but they're different enough to the point that hearing Zach speak threw me way off. Like, it was like a weird, like, out of body moment to like actually hear the Chaz, the real Chaz voice again. Also, hands down, loved his need to sing everything, and him explaining all of Chaz's issues that are now gone due to being dead, including him being in the mafia, to which we see freaking Alessio, I can't say his name, the mafia shark guy there who's crying. What? What? Which makes me think about, like, okay, so there's another AU where Alice and Chaz are like pseudo parent and child, and he was the reason that Chaz ends up staying alive, so maybe that could be it. Or, you know, they banged. That could be it too. I don't know. This is so insane to me. And low-key, I lost it at Moxie losing it over Zach being Chaz and being called a 6. His face. Also, I was really kind of surprised that Millie didn't go off the wall this time and held Moxie back. Maybe being pregnant is mellowing her out. And the only reason I can say that is because Andrelphus is here at the funeral. And timeline-wise, she would technically be pregnant right around this time. Blitz was fun as well. I enjoyed him more than usual, especially how easy it was for him to just go along with it. Though I am curious why he wasn't more upset that Chaz had like everybody at his funeral. And in a weird way, Chaz seems to be like the better version of him. Like, think about it. All these people genuinely liked Chaz enough to come to his funeral and basically stick up for his twin that they've never met. Yet Blitz gets a I hate Blitz party every year due to the things that he did when dating or sleeping with those people. Like, Chaz had to have been some kind of saint in order to have so many people actually care. Because it really does make me wonder how Chaz had only 2 bad breakups in his whole life. Like, their body count is roughly the same. And again, I know the shorts are just silliness, and this came out on April 1st, but they do have some sprinkles of canon in them. So yeah, this makes me wonder that even though Chaz did leave Moxie to get captured and did something to Millie, he still weirdly had good relationships with so many others, enough that they came to his funeral and were actually sad. Unlike Blitz, who probably won't have that many people show up to his funeral and be genuine about it. Anyway though, the ending was also really fun. I love the play on if it was all true or not really true. Like, it's really cute timing since the short dropped on April 1st. Also, side note, Beelzebub looks amazing in this color palette. Why can't this be her main color all the time? It looks so good on her. And I think it's the exact same color as the one where she's like in the honey that she's floating around in her particular episode. So it's like this color palette just works for her. It works so well, and I wish they would just stick to this. It looks so good. Overall, the short was fun, and I'm happy that Chaz has a twin that I can add to my AU and side project, which I do plan to actually do something with. I'm not exactly sure what though. Like, I might do a comic just so there's something other than episode-like animatics and random scene draws that I like to do, because I do think this could be a fun story. I already have the beginning, middle, and end mapped out for them, and for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I took my Imsona and Chaz out of Helluva Boss and remade them into my personal OCs. They are both now completely different design and personality wise from their original selves, but do still have kind of a sprinkle of the original. But the idea now is that Chaz is now a space pirate mail delivery boy who meets BB after accidentally killing her bounty target. BB is also now an ex-member of the Abyss, a secret task force run by the planet's ruler Leviathan, and ends up becoming a bounty hunter in hopes that she can somehow get back in Leviathan's good graces and join the Abyss again. And after CHAZ kills her biggest bounty, she learns he can get off-world. Their planet has been cut off from space travel for centuries, so when the ship accidentally leaves without CHAZ to the next delivery spot on their planet, she agrees to take him through the swamps, which is a faster route, only if he takes her with her off-planet. He agrees, but it turns out that was a lie, and he tries to leave without her. But to his surprise, she snuck on, and this is where the story begins, as CHAZ has to finally admit that he's not in control of the ship or the map, and that he just goes where the ship takes him and delivers and picks up what he's told to. And it'll take them a really long time to even get close to going back to their home world. The main story is them going from planet to planet, getting into a mess of trouble and a bunch of hijinks since BB can't help but try and harvest body parts for particular spells and for Leviathan, and CHAZ's need to collect things and pets. They also find something long thought to be either a myth or gone forever, and the deeper part of the story kicks in from that. And also, yeah, they do kind of fall for each other, but it's a slow burn. But the ending is really sweet. If I could get this off the ground, I would love to pitch it to Glitch and maybe even have Eric voice CHAZ again, but that might be a bit too much. And on the nose. So I think I would also like to have Michael as well, or someone who kind of sounds like Jack Spicer. It's a mixed bag, I know. BB, though, would be played by someone. Not sure who, since her voice is my voice, because originally she was my Impsona, and I'm not the best, like, voice actor out there. I can do my best, but my ability to take direction and actually do what's asked of me it's a mixed bag. So there's that, but again, I do have a lot of fun ideas, and I really want to try and make this something, so I hope I can get y'all's support on this in practically any way, because hands down, I'm really nervous to do all of this, and it go nowhere, and since I do a lot of stuff myself, I get really overwhelmed, so yeah, be my cheerleaders, and just pump me up as best you can. Anyway, this was so fun. I'm so happy to get all of this off my chest, and I'm just super happy that a version of CHAZ is just back out there and running around. Also, really happy that Eric is having so much fun with his role as CHAZ. It's always nice to see a voice actor really enjoying their role. I know CHAZ will probably not be incorporated into the main show, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm very happy with this. It's silly, it's nonsensical, it's 50% canon, so it doesn't bug me as much as it would if this was an actual episode. But yeah, anyway, next video will be either Kinger or Ragatha. The poll will be up by then, so it's anyone's race. So I will see y'all then. Bye! Also, thank you to the other members. You have my whole heart. Everyone else, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials right here, and if possible, hit that join button or super to join the Board of Teeth. It really helps out the channel and me. I hope you all have a super fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!